All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down at this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic. That while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right 54. Let's go one more. Check 26, check 26.
Now Murray off play action. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 6 guys. Check it out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready? Step 180. 44. 20. Back.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Gun.
Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? 180. Check. Here we go. Switch. 80.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
180. Right there. 56. Hey, pick your game up. Great. Express. He's coming in motion. Hey. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming up.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here's Dorsett. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. gun. Here's Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. K1 short. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. Pulled right to the center.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. The screen pass here to Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
looking to throw on second down. Newton flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Check.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands. Having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the run.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. Oh, good footwork on the spin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down now, it's Cohen. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I got you. He's coming. Double up.
They run. This is Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Let's get it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Newton. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me. 8. Get it.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Ready, go. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Check on train. Check 3.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 21-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Newton. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Newton is going to fire one deep over the middle, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Got his man. That's Harry.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think
and this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for New England, and even 40 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
You got time right there. Hey, watch it.
And they will run it with Michelle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Michelle going to try again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Kill. Check three.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Shit.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Well, a good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll come out in the pistol. Second and goal from inside the 5.
54, right there, 54 Mike. And watch this.
They try again with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Bears push further out in front.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first and 10, Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Newton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Ready, 54. Mike 54. Come up the ball.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Hey, check nickel.
Again, it's Cohen. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try to counter here, Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 40-yard
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They are your